is out there for you. And he knows what you're going through. And he knows that times are hard right now. And he knows that everything isn't falling into place for you the way that you would hope and expect and that you feel it should be. But that's okay, because you asked him to do something for you. And now you have to trust the process. Because it's not going to happen overnight, but it's happening. And God's making what you asked for come to reality. You have got to have faith and trust in him. That person didn't love you. That person didn't deserve you. That person didn't appreciate you. God took them out of your life. And now you're going through what you need to go through to find yourself, to love yourself, to know your worth, to know what you got to build in so that your next relationship can work out. You got to trust in God. Trust the process. It's happening right now.
There is no time to focus on what things could have been or what could be. It's time to focus on what's happening now. Hey guys, I am so glad to still be here with you guys. I give God all the glory. Today's video is going to be about what is meant for you will come naturally. Have you ever noticed like you got like gifts that like you've done something or you're learning something new and you learn it really quick? That is a gift for you, because some people, it takes so long for them to learn something. Like with math come easy for some people, but for other people, math is just so difficult. It's hard for them to understand. It's hard for them to learn. That goes for whatever is meant for you as well. Whatever is meant to be in your life, whatever is meant for you will come naturally. If this job is for you, it's going to come naturally. If this person is meant to be in your life, friend or relationship wise, it will come naturally. You don't have to beg, force, or do anything to make things work, because if it's meant to be, it's going to be. And sometimes you might not get that job opportunity at that time, but you might have to reapply later and you might end up getting the job. Like, you really never know. You have to understand and be patient with God, you know, and have faith in him. We get so emotional and into our feelings too much when it comes to not having things done the way that we want them to be done, or feeling in doubt, like maybe this is not for me, or maybe this is not my goal. But you know who you are. You don't have to prove to nobody or persuade to nobody who you are. If they don't see it, that is not your problem. That is their problem. We have to understand and accept that there are going to be bad days, but there are going to be good days too. So if you feeling like you forcing something, or you trying to get them to see you, know your worth, you know, to accept you, and they not doing that, then remove them from your life. If it's meant to be, it will come back. If that job is meant for you and they not appreciate you, or they taking you for granted, or they did not hire you, if it's meant to be, it will come. It might just not be the right timing right now. You know, you just really never know what the situation is. And we be over here trying to fight battles that is not our battle to fight. We have to let God do his job and we do our job. We cannot control other people. We can't control what's going on in the world. We can only control us. So the only battle you need to be fighting is the battle between you and yourself. Not trying to fight the battle between other people, jobs, and all that's not your job. You can't control that. Give that to God. Let him fight that battle for you. Let him handle that for you. You be patient and enjoy life. Secondly, we get so into our emotions and feelings so much when things are not happening. And most of the time, like when things are not going good with your job, you start, you know, having attitude with everybody, hoping this person get fired, hoping this and that. Or if a friend or somebody you're in a relationship with is just not end up right, or they did something that you didn't like, you wish bad on them. You wish that, you know, you like, I can't wait to karma come. I can't wait to this. I hope they this. I hope they don't succeed. That mindset, that emotion, it shows your true heart. If you really was all in, you wouldn't feel like that. Sometimes you just gotta be like, I don't, like, literally don't regret like anything that I've done to that person or whatever experience you have in that situation, because maybe it was needed at that time. Sometimes people will take you for granted, and sometimes people don't appreciate or who you are, and that's not your problem. They don't see it. It's not meant for them to see. Maybe they realize later, and that's your choice if you want to go back to that job, or if that's your choice if you still want to be with that person. But we cannot continue to force things that don't want to be a part of your life, or it's not time to be a part of your life. We most definitely have to change our mindsets, because we cannot continue to be wishing bad on people and bad on situations after it doesn't go right. You gotta always wish the best no matter what. You have to always stay in a positive mindset. I know that like a lot of people has walked out of my life, hurt my feelings, took me for granted, did me bogus. But to this day, when I learned my self-value, when I learned who I am, and I accepted that, what's going to happen is going to come naturally, I realized that like I can't even be mad. Like, clearly this is what it is, and you got to accept that. And once you learn to accept that, it's like you don't even wish bad on people. You just like, well, I'm gonna pray for them. I hope that they find peace and happiness in whatever they're doing, and whatever is going on in their life, they find healing, and I hope the best for them. And maybe I see them again, maybe I don't. It is what it is, but you gotta keep moving forward. Okay, we cannot continue to be in our emotions and fighting battles that's not our battles to fight. You have to give it to God, and you just got to be accepting that it's not the right time. And that's what it be most of the time. Sometimes it's just not the right time. It's some other things that you need to do, some other things that you need to learn and accomplish in life. And we're too busy focusing on what it could have been instead of focusing on what is happening now right in front of you. We need to stay focused on what we see and not be distracted on what we don't see. We can't figure out everything. We don't know why people do certain things. We don't know why jobs don't accept us. We don't know. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That don't mean that you did anything wrong. That doesn't mean that you're not fit unless they said those things. But if they don't give you no explanation, you really don't know, and you should not be trying to figure it out. Continue to work on you and being the best person that you could be, and pray that that person, sooner or later finds something in you, or if that's something that you really want, pray about it. Manifest on the word of God, and really sit there and build your relationship with God, so that you can see and hear more things, and you can be knowing of things that you probably would never thought you would have known. But we have to be patient. Time is our friend. We continue to look at time as an enemy. Time is our friend. We have to enjoy the time that we have. You never know what's going to happen. Like, I was going through a tough week, like a few weeks ago or whatever, and then I got in a car accident. And I'm just glad I, made it out of that. But it's just like, that helped me to realize that time is my friend, and I need to make the best out of my time instead of manifesting and sitting here on the negative things and what things could have been, or if I would have did it this way, would things been different. I gotta think about what it is now, because what's done is already done. You can't go back, you can't fix it, you can't change it. All you could do is do better the next time and keep moving forward. So just remember that whatever is meant to be in your life and whatever is for you will come naturally. You do not have to force it to happen in your life. You just gotta wait until it's your time. And if it's not supposed to be in your life, don't even force it, because sometimes we bringing things into our life that's not even meant for us, that's not even for us. You just gotta let that, be glad that that's out your life, so that maybe there's a reason why that happened that way, or maybe it's something better that's supposed to come for you. Stop looking at everything negative and think like, you know what, this probably didn't happen right now, But I know that something greater is going to come. I know there's something better for me. And you just gotta be